These are some things you missed in the last ERLC Halloween update, the murder mystery update specifically. There are some things that you might not know that are very, very interesting. They add to the murder mystery storyline, and they're also just cool features in game, some of them that you probably don't even know exist. Drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's get straight into it. So surprisingly, we're not gonna be inside of ERLC for most of this video. Yeah, that's right. Later on, we're gonna head into Greenville because that's where some of the secrets lie, but you're gonna have to keep watching until we get to that point. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you two things in ERLC that you probably know about but are still cool, and some people won't know about them. So if you know about these, let me in the comments. So we'll start off over here. Now, as you can see, this is the Ghost Catchers building. It's kind of hidden away here by the hospital and the tool store, kind of a construction site. If you go inside here, we can see you can be a ghost catcher, and as you can see, they've got loads of equipment up here. This is the same stuff, and as you can see, you can start the job, you can get your ghost vacuum out, and you can go and find some ghosts. These can be found randomly around the map. I'm sure you've all seen them. If you've played the update, I'm sure you know about this, so don't worry, we're going to get to some more interesting stuff in just a moment. Let's just find a ghost real quick. They can be found everywhere on the map. There's one right here. There's actually two right here, and all you need to do is get your ghost vacuum, and then you can bring them up, and you get one job point for each you collect. So if you need to grind job points, now is the time to do it as a ghost catcher, but you all know about that. So let's move on to the next one, which is a bit more interesting, and it's over on the police team, also on the fire team, but mainly on the police team, and it is vehicle Halloween decorations. So we'll just go with the Ford Mustang here to take a look at them, and as you can see, if we go to vehicle accessories, we have two accessories here. We have a pumpkin hood ornament, which looks insane, very, very nice little silver thing for the front of your car. Kind of looks like the Rolls Royce thing, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But what's more interesting is the spider decor. Look at this. There is a huge spider attached to the front of my police car right now. This looks absolutely insane. They've never done something like this before, but it is very nice. I don't know why it doesn't have a face or anything, but very, very cool indeed. You can put them both on if you really want, and be in the Halloween spirit. The spider is very surprisingly big to be on the front of a police car, so fair enough to ERLC for doing that. And it is also available on the fire team, so I will quickly show you what it looks like on the fire engine. If we customize this real quick here, vehicle accessories, we can see a pumpkin hood ornament at the front just here, and then we also have the spider decor or decor, which goes on the front just there. It feels like it's smaller than the police team, but maybe that's just because the fire engine is so much bigger. But again, I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen that. So now we need to head in to Roblox Greenville to find a few more interesting things. Right then, so here we are in Roblox Greenville. Now, whether you guys play this or not really depends on what kind of games you play on Roblox. It's kind of different to ERLC. It's more driving based rather than roleplay based, but it's very nice. They have actual car licenses, of course. We're in the best car in the world right here, the Audi R8. But what we need to do is head out of the dealership and turn left and just follow the road right down to the end towards the Greenville airport, and that airport is called Appleton Airport. Now you might recognize that name from one place. Do you guys remember on the murder mystery quest, when you do it towards the end, the last thing that you'll find in Samuel Crow's house, who is an important name to remember, and with kind of spoiling the murder mystery quest here, if you haven't already done it, this is a spoiler, but we basically find out that he is the criminal. He's the person that we want to find, Samuel Crow, or Dr. Crow as it's called. And he has a boarding pass from Liberty County Airport to Appleton Airport, which, if you don't know, Appleton Airport is the airport inside of Roblox Greenville. And if we head all the way down here, I'm driving so slow because I'm talking at the same time. We need to keep our eye out for something on the right hand side, because whilst there is something at the airport that we need to find, there's also something outside of the airport that we need to look at first. Now, most of you guys won't know this. Even if you play Greenville, chances are you've probably not seen it. If you don't play Greenville, you definitely won't have seen it. But there's this bus stop just here. As you can see, that's the main airport. We'll go over there in just a moment. And if we stop here and take a look, we have a wanted poster just here. Wanted Samuel Crowe, wanted for murder, River City Police Department. I think this is so cool and very, very unique. I think there's a few more of these around the map as well, but actually having River City Police Department, wanted for murder, and all of the information about him is really, really cool inside of another Roblox game. It's almost like they've kind of partnered here to have him fly to Greenville or fly to Appleton Airport, which is what the boarding pass was. And if that's cool, then let's head over here towards the airport. I'm going to show you something even cooler. So once the airport loads in, we want to head kind of over here to one of these pillars, and you will see something very, very interesting. So driving down here, you see this on the floor just there. Oh, if we go up to it, as you can see, this is the exact boarding pass from ERLC. You can see literally it says boarding pass Samuel Crowe from Liberty County Airport, which doesn't exist, to Appleton Airport, which is this one right here inside of Greenville. I think this is really, really interesting because it's really cool to actually see ERLC and Greenville kind of working together to make this murder mystery something very special. They're not really partnering, I guess. There's nothing crazy about it, but it is cool how they've actually incorporated two games, kind of merged them together for the murder mystery. Obviously they could just talk about it in ERLC and leave it there, but the fact they've actually added some stuff like this to Greenville as well for ERLC shows that they kind of have a good connection, and maybe future partnerships in the game could happen. So yeah, that's really, really cool. And talking about partnerships, they already kind of did partner previously. In case you don't know, a few years ago now, when all the cars were changed, so they used to be called, for example, in ERLC, like the Ford Mustang. Right now it's like the Falcon Stallion 350 or something. That's because of copyright reasons. And obviously because they're completely changing the name of the cars, no one knows what car is what, and it's quite hard to learn all of the different brands, especially when Greenville has Ford at one name, then Southwest Florida has a different name for Ford, then ERLC has another name for Fords. So what ERLC and Greenville did is they kind of partnered together to have the same names. So Falcon is Ford in Greenville and ERLC. Really, really good idea in concept. It's kind of a shame that other games like Southwest Florida didn't really follow along with it. And to be honest, now that Greenville does have actual car licenses, like Audi has an actual car license, it's kind of a shame, and it kind of doesn't really make sense anymore. But if Greenville have got Audi car licenses, maybe ERLC can get Audi car licensed. That would be very, very awesome. But yeah, that is pretty much it. As I said, there's a few more wanted posters around the map, but did you guys know that there was an actual boarding pass in Greenville and wanted posters in Greenville as Samuel Crowe, who is the murderer from the murder mystery quest in ERLC, who escaped to Greenville, we believe, from the boarding pass? There's actually stuff in Greenville about it, which is really, really cool. And there is obviously a part 2 to the murder mystery thing coming very, very soon. So yeah, who knows what will happen with that. Maybe in part 2 there'll actually be something we have to do in Greenville to find out more information. Maybe it'll just be ERLC. Maybe there'll be more teasers in Greenville. Who knows? But yeah, let me know if you know about this in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!